Warning, the following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your boy, Rumboyz Robbie. That is Drop the Mic FF. Mike, how's it going, bro?
It's going. It is Friday. I am ready to talk and chill.
Hell yeah. I am absolutely ecstatic. We have had a very busy week for only just one unofficial week of preseason. I mean, you don't have a full slate of games. We are going to recap last night's game, but we do have a lot to talk about because the NFL said, back to work, motherfuckers. You had a nice vacation. You had a nice offseason. Now it's time to grind. So we are back each and every single Friday night. If you guys don't know, if you haven't been keeping up with us during the offseason, we are back each and every single Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. You guys can catch us right here live on YouTube and Twitch. Really quick, want to just, take care of a couple of housekeeping notes. First things first, shop GLD, get like me, get your GLD, a lot of new designs for a lot of new teams, different variations of your favorite team's logos are up there on GLD. You got to get iced out. Hey, football season's here. Why not rep with your logo around your neck? It's a real good look. It's a real good look. I love when people walk up to me and they're like, "You're a Commanders fan? Where did you get that?" Oh, wait, have you always been a Commanders fan, or is this like a bandwagon thing? No, real life over here. Real life Commanders fan, real life Chiefs fan. Taco, who's going to be on later, real life Giants fans. Rep your real life NFL team with Shop GLD. I also want to plug ourselves because we can do that. We can do our own product placement here. So I want to shout out ourselves. Get the Rumboyz Fantasy Network draft guide. DM me, DM Mike, DM Taco, DM somebody. Get a copy of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network draft guide. A lot of work has gone into that. Mike, stall.
All right. We are going to be talking about a lot, but let's do this first. With football coming up, last night was the Hall of Fame game. This weekend we also got the Hall of Fame induction. You got Eric Allen. You got Sterling Sharp, the best football player in his family. I don't care what someone else says. We're not going to get into Shannon Sharp. That's a whole nother story. You also got Jared Allen. You also got Brent Musburger going into the Hall, and I think I am missing one other person, but I cannot remember. Aiden, why are you sitting in the freaking parking lot? Karam, I wasn't even talking about, I'm just saying, Sterling is the best Sharp in the family. Now, you don't need you're a Cowboys fan. That's not even what I was talking about. I'm talking about the Hall of Fame. I know he got fired. Alrighty, let's see here. I know we're going to be talking about the football game last night, but I did see that the Chargers are bringing in Keenan Allen to possibly sign. They need another wide receiver. After Mike Williams retired, they only have the young guys. They got Ladd. They got Trey Harris, Brendan Rice. So What's up, Leafs? So we'll see if they bring in Keenan Allen or not. That'll be interesting. So Karam, we will be talking about your Cowboys in a few minutes. And Leafs, I'm not sure. Yeah. Aiden, I don't know if your team is even on the schedule for tonight. I don't think they need to be. Duval. Let me see real quick here. What is trending right now? All right. Oh, yeah, Jerry does love the drama. Hey, it's me and you right now.
What's good, my brother?
So, besides what you know what's going to be on the show sheet, is there anything we want to spitball while we're saving time? We need
I'm just getting locked in, so I'll let you take the lead.
I just don't know what to talk about that I know we're not bringing up on the show. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to see something. Give me 30 seconds. I don't know about that. All right. I know something that's not on the show sheet we'll bring up. All right. So I am spitballing here. Let's do this. All right. Joe Mixon it's been pretty much announced that Joe Mixon is more dinged up than we thought. Houston Texans, what's his name? Pierce is still on the pup. They're saying he'll be able to play in the beginning of the season, but he's on the pup. They brought in Nick Chubb. They also drafted Woody Marks out of USC, but that's a deeper guy. Are you worried about Joe Mixon, or what does this do, in your opinion, for you about running back room? Because I know you focus on redraft. I know you focus on redraft a lot more than dynasty.
Nick Chubb is back on the radar, baby.
Yep.
Like now he's someone that in those later rounds, I don't mind taking him. There's a clear path now where he can be RB1, especially if, let's just say, Mixon has to miss first couple of weeks. Chubb looks good. Next thing you know, you're coming back, instead of like a 60-40 or a 75-25, it's a 50-50 off the bat. And then God forbid Mixon doesn't look as great as, let's face it, when Chubb is healthy and he's right, he's a better back than Mixon.
He's right when he's right, he's right.
Yeah, like he is just a better back than Mixon. And like, again, health is a big differentiator, because how does he return from the injury? What does his conditioning look like? Is he able to maintain that over a full season? These are questions that now you have to have, as Chubb has had a couple different injuries. I think it's putting Chubb back on my radar, and now he's become a solid, I want to try to get him near the end of my drafts if I can, to try and just have him on my team, because I think that's an offense I do want a part of.
So are you completely out on mix? Does this completely get you out on Mixon, or is this just something where
What's his ADP?
Currently, well, the problem is it's gonna drop, obviously.
Yep.
I mean, right now it's going to be high. I mean, right now it's probably in the 4th or 5th round. But obviously that's not going to be something that you know what I mean? That's not going to be the case.
So I saw he's like ranked as like RB25 roughly. I would have to put him.
I mean, right now he is on underdog ADP at this moment. He fell to 60. He's at like 70, so he's at the 6th round. He was in the 4th round.
I would need to move him to the same tier that I would have
Chubbin.
I mean, I guess that's an accurate
or who are you
accurate
place
because that's a huge. I probably have him. Yeah, like right around like Chubb right now is ranked 55. I probably put him like in the 43, 40, between like 43 and 50 is probably where I'd swing him as like RBs, rank wise. I think I'd rather take a shot at like Tajay Spears, Jordan Mason, even Cam over.
All right, whatever you guys are talking about, stop. Wasn't able to hear. Stop.
You're good.
What were you? Just brief me really quick. Nothing about on the show sheet, right?
No, Joe Mixon.
Okay, just because I know that one will be like, oh.
No, I made sure. No, I made sure.
Good.
You're good.
All right.
No.
Luckily, though, should be free pretty much for the most part rest of the night. That shit was weird. That was a weird situation.
That's why I knew what was on the show sheet and I went with Joe.
All right. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. Yow!
I really wish I did not fucking take that call. We are going to dive straight into tonight's show. And as usual, whenever we start up a show, we actually have football to talk about.
Finally.
The internet was a roar with everything from memes to over and under reactions. We placed a parlay that did not hit. It was only $5, so it's not that big of a fucking deal. We're not worried. But with that being said, and with that being stated, the Los Angeles Chargers getting a preseason dub and looking pretty good doing so against the Detroit Lions. Thoughts on last night's Hall of Fame game, and what are your takeaways from it?
I really don't care. In the sense of no, hear me out.
There are reasons to care.
No. It's football. I love it. What I mean by I don't care is it wouldn't have freaking mattered what happened in that game. It's freaking football. So it could have been, it didn't matter. For God's sakes, a 35-7, whatever the game, normally I'd be like, this sucks. I sat there and watched the whole thing because it was goddamn football, and I just wanted to see a pigskin in the goddamn air. So That's what I mean by it didn't matter. Like, I don't care. Like, it didn't matter what happened in the game whatsoever. You could have had Taco running out at freaking middle linebacker, and I still would have watched it.
No, I probably I don't want to see that on athleticism.
Well, that's exactly why I said that. But the one thing I will say, I understand it was 2s and 3s. I understand the Lions didn't play as many guys up higher than Chargers played more guys that were higher up because that's just the way Harbaugh plays shit. Not a lot, but I'm just saying he did play a little more than the Lions did.
Go ahead.
On the Chargers side, I was intrigued about Trey Lance, and if he does lose the backup quarterback to DJU, we got problems, and he's done in the NFL. We haven't seen your ass for 2 freaking years, and you want to start talking this
Come on.
But
Cook.
Hendon Hooker should be the backup because Kyle Allen sucked. That's all I know. That's
Okay.
really, I mean, to me, that is the key. Kyle Allen threw how many interceptions?
I have significantly deeper keys and different takeaways.
I know. Remember, I didn't get home till the third quarter started, so
I understand. I understand.
I think Hendon Hooker's probably should be the backup, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
I do. Out of everything that you said, I agree with. Yes, I excited to have football back. Yes, and I do agree with the Hendon Hooker probably needing to be the backup. Kyle Allen looked like dog shit last night, but I'll talk about that a little bit later.
Oh yeah.
Taco, your take. Pat, what's up? And Leafs, yes, I'm definitely going to have something to say about that.
Oh yeah.
I got you on some Cowboys talk later.
Well, I mean, I think Mike hit on the main point that I probably have. Who really cares in this kind of a scenario? I'm not even getting Herbert out there. It's really not that much first offense. Like come week three in the preseason, I'll have some more stuff to go on. Right now, it's just like really more about kind of hearing how some of the teams are going. Like for me, it sounds like there's some concern with the Lions. It sounds like the Lions didn't look sharp or they didn't look good. I saw a couple of
all things, these are both of y'all's takeaways in this.
Taco
I didn't watch the game.
He didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
I watched what I could watch. He didn't watch it.
Didn't catch anything on Instagram Reels, TikTok.
I mean, I've again, the only thing that I saw a couple of your comments. So I don't want to even talk on them because you'll probably bring them up. But like the main takeaway that I had was the Lions looked a little sloppy. Is what the consensus I kind of got across the internet is that the Lions might need to tighten up. But
I am going to take the opportunity to kind of razz you guys in the process of also promoting us simultaneously. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if for those that are new that I've been subscribing to the channel, like the 18 of you that like just randomly spiked out of like nowhere. We do play-by-plays, okay, during the season. And I even do on occasion during the preseason, try and jump on live, when I can. Every game during the regular season, we're absolutely for sure fucking live. I bring this up, okay, because chat, you guys saw last night. One, clearly hadn't fucking missed a step. Felt like it was shaking a little bit of rust off. But two, there was some big key takeaways last night. Mike already touched on the fact, no, Kyle Allen, you don't need to be out there fucking playing backup quarterback at your age. He's a long way removed from the Kyle Allen that won 7 games straight for the Carolina Panthers in 2019. He's a long way away from that guy. The Lions have a depth issue. One of the things that I brought up in today's video about the perfect fantasy football last season, let's see if they can get things together. Momentum is a big fucking real. Last year, now you showed. I get that it's dependent on their health. Dan Campbell is a damn good coach, and he can coach his way out of certain injury scenarios. I wonder, should things ever get fucking bad with that team? We have seen teams get hit with the injury bug. San Francisco last year. Mm-hmm. I don't think that Detroit could survive a San Francisco-esque injury bug. So I'm just saying, that's one of my big key takeaways. You need to fix those fucking pieces on the chessboard. Go look at the other players that are going to be getting cut from the team, and that's how you fix that issue within the short amount of time that you have to fix it before the start of the regular season. The Chargers, for the couple of carries that we saw Amari and Hampton, I absolutely loved what I got to see out of Hampton. Keep your legs underneath you when we get close to the goal line, son. I know that, Will Dissly took away the first touchdown, which could have been an opportunity for you to possibly get fed at the goal line. I figured that Harbaugh was going to, maybe still say, fuck it, run it again because he's Harbaugh. Ended up going Will Dissly. I see a potential for 12 personnel. They didn't really exhibit it too much last night. I see a potential for 12 personnel in that offense with Dissly and Conklin, who we didn't get to see last night, who's actually going to be the starting tight end for them. And you can even beg the question, really, though? Because Dissly is great coming off the block. So it'll be situational dependent how that works out. So for fantasy football purposes, I want us to be looking at that situation with the Chargers. Trey Lance looked damn good as a backup. I doubt that anyone's going to poach him away from the Chargers. No. If anything, the Chargers just figured out, I have a fucking diamond in the rough should anything happen to Justin Herbert. Backup quarterbacks are a dime a dozen in the National Football League. Go look at the whole Nick Foles tape with the Philadelphia Eagles. Need I explain more? How valuable a fucking backup is and how important it is. And also, Leafs brought it up. Yep. Leafs brought it up. Let me scroll back. My guy Lambert. I want to put his full name up there. Keandre Lambert Smith. Dog. Absolute fucking dog. And I could see this being a preseason darling. While we're still waiting to see what happens with that wide receiver 3 slot, Trey Harris was only targeted once, and I think that was done intentionally last night. And then, because after that, we didn't see him, and they immediately pulled him off the fucking field. Harbaugh knows what he has there. He knows what he has with McConkey. He knows what he has with Conklin. We're now trying to figure out what's going to happen at the 3 spot there, and this is looking like something that can happen because does anyone else at home in the chat feel comfortable with QJ? I thought so not. And Kamani Vidal is a fucking amazing backup.
I know who I think I know who's going to be their wide receiver 3.
Who?
Keenan freaking Allen.
Well, yeah, there is talks. Rumors are growing that Keenan Allen is coming.
But I think that's it.
Back.
I think that's what's going to end up happening.
So those are my takeaways from the game. Because fuck. Who's that stud in the middle? You know who that is right there. Also, the Lions have a continuity problem. They have a month to fix this and update these new coordinators. That's the Super Bowl tax. You're paying the fucking Super Bowl tax. When you're a successful team, you are going to get poached.
Well, I mean, they even said when I was watching it in the third quarter, they were even saying that a year ago when he first started getting interviews, when Glenn started getting interviews last season, that Campbell went to him and said, "Hey, we need to get what's his name, the new DC." Campbell went to Glenn and said, "Hey, we need to start getting him involved in the implementing of the game plan every week and everything," because he knew that when Glenn did get a job, this is the guy that he wanted to step in 2 years ago.
Gadsden's a great, deep type of play, something to maybe look out for, waiver wire, just keep on your radar. But as far as there's no point in us right now.
I think he's going to have a run.
Yeah. That's going to be a project. That's a developmental. I trust QJ if it was COVID and I didn't want to catch it. There you go. There you go.
Exactly, Jamie.
Yeah. We do have to. That's enough for preseason. We have more action coming up.
Once we get the real preseason where you're not playing guys that played high school ball last week,
what I want everyone to pay attention to during preseason though is pay attention to how offensive schemes unfold. Mm-hmm. Okay, and look for those must watch stars. Those. Listen. You want to know who was a fucking preseason darling that ended up winning a starting job in a lot of fantasy football championships? Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Just saying, this is where it starts, and this is where it starts to happen for a lot of players. A lot of players.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy. Yeah. I want to get into that's wild. That's wild. I want to get into our cover athlete of the night. Yesterday around about Mountain Time, around about 3:30, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, we were hit with the news that Terry McLaurin is requesting a trade. This situation is a little bit different just because of how it has been playing out, and especially when we go to compare it with the other situation that I did not know some of the fucking details about until the own horse spoke from his mouth. But we'll talk about that second.
Yep.
That's just wild. This one seems more just like along the lines of like business, and it's just more so like in the personality of like Terry. It's more so like I'm requesting a trade, like, type of deal. What are your guys' thoughts on this? If it feels very T. Higgins-ish.
Taco.
I just want to make sure that I'm understanding something correctly. Deebo Samuels is paid more than Terry McLaurin, correct?
Deebo Samuel is finishing out the rest of his contract from San Francisco. So make sure you contextualize that.
Listen,
contextualize. If that's going to be the basis of your argument, he was already paid that. He was already paid that.
I was asked the question. The question is he paid more? Yes. Now, the next question that you have is, how does that make you feel?
He signed his extension earlier.
Doesn't matter. You're now on this team, and I'm worth more, and you're willing to pay him that. My contract is up, so I expect to be taken care of. You traded for a guy that's making more than me right now, and my contract is up. Right? Like, nah, bro. I've been a team guy. I've done everything the team has.
Of all the angles that you could have taken, that's not that. The math isn't mathing for your take.
Yeah, the math is mathing because you brought a guy in that's making more money than me right now, and I am your number one.
You're absolving someone else's contract that he was already paid up in San Fran.
Robbie, you're completely already on the books. That doesn't matter. That now you have to manage personalities. You bringing someone in that's making more money than me, then fucking play him. Get me out of here. You don't need me, right?
That's not even Terry's standpoint.
But you need two people. You need two wide receivers.
Yeah, he wants his money. He's like, hey, bro, I've been here for the long term. I've helped you develop your quarterback. I've been here when you had nobody. Now you made a trade for Deebo.
That's better angle.
It's time for my contract to be taken care of, and I'm not fucking around now. Because now you have a guy in here that's making more than me.
Stop. Stop. He's not making more money.
This season?
This season, Terry's making more. So you need to be
careful. That was a question that I asked first. I said, is he making more money?
Deebo's making 20. Deebo's making 20. What's Terry at right now?
22.
Okay, so it's 20. It's
not like
it's $2 million difference.
Yeah. Now
it even mutes your point even more.
That's why I prefaced it with that, because like if I'm Terry and the guy comes in and he's making more money than me and I have now contract problems and you're not taking care of me, yeah, I'm tight.
Yeah, Deebo's contract. Either way, Deebo's contract has nothing to do with it.
It's the last.
It's not a good
loyalty thing.
Yeah, now that part, you start off great. You start off great once you got past like the
loyalty is the right part.
Yeah,
but to me, that if we're making that trade to bring him here and take us to the next level, and now you're fighting with me about money, and a lot of people saying because of his age and everything like that, that is a bad look to send, because you're basically saying we got Deebo, really don't need you as much. You're gravy, and next season we'll draft or replace you with something else. That is the way as a player.
I would the same conversation that we have in fantasy football about 30-year-old receivers, 30-year-old players in general. What is the first line that we always start off with? well, I'm looking at, Alvin Kamara, and, he is starting to get a little long in the tooth. Oh, Aaron Jones. Oh, Derrick Henry. Oh, we do this every time with every player that breaks 30.
The question is it right? Is it justified? Especially when you have team guys.
Data does justify the hesitation.
So
there are the very small fucking percentage of exceptions, and even still, eventually, Father Time always catches up to them. Eventually, Derrick Henry will have to face Father Time.
And at no point did nobody say that Father Time won't catch up, but this is definitely a contract that shouldn't be that hard to work out.
If you are paying a player millions, you are also trying to risk assess getting ahead of that. You don't want to find yourself as soon as you make a bad deal, the first thing that we do is, if let's say we pay Terry, okay? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Okay. Let's say we pay Terry. God forbid, Terry has not had any injury history. He's been healthy, 5 seasons straight, et cetera, yada, yada, yada. Let's say something should happen. What does our narrative immediately become? How dare you fucking pay a 30-year-old wide receiver? Because you know exactly who we did it with. You know exactly who we did it with. Tyreek Hill.
That's completely different.
That was the first thing out of our mouths.
The NFL is the only league where you have so many fucking outs, and the guaranteed money is the only thing that counts. And with the way that you can manipulate things, and when you think about a guy putting it on the line when you have no quarterback on a consistent basis, and then you're going to hang him out to dry, what you show is that you're a shiesty organization. What you show all future kids is, don't play hard for these guys because they're not going to fucking compensate you when you get older. So protect your bodies now because they won't fucking care. They've basically said, hey, listen, okay, at that point in time,
hold on. So rookie contract right here. So really quick, I absolutely agree with you, Karam. But look, for what Pat, here's where I agree with you. Okay, but here's where I agree with Taco. And this is also the standpoint that I'm going to be making. Yeah. I do think that Washington can absolutely fucking give Terry whatever we want. And, honestly, whatever the fuck he wants. We could, on all honesty, make him the highest paid receiver in the league and probably not fucking, regret it.
But I don't think
it wouldn't be smart football. It wouldn't be smart, business management.
I don't think you have to go that high. I don't think you have to.
Yeah, we don't. I don't think that we have to. Mike, I'll let you go, and I want to bring up something that JP Finley brought up. But I think that this is really the conversation that needs to be had. I don't give a damn that it's a 30-year-old receiver. Terry is unique enough to where that you're still going to get, and it also is what he has done in combination with, and the fact that he does want to be a lifer. When Terry says, "I want to trade," yes, I did this short the other day. Let's be honest, guys. You know me. That I got to do that. That's the extra, to bring in the lulls. That's the emotion. That's me fitting in, and trying to relate to so many different viewers at once for one clip in short amount of time. Realistically, how I feel, Terry's like, I want to trade. Does Terry actually want to trade? I don't think so. Because I'm requesting a trade, and it was left at that. And it's not the other situation that we're going to talk about.
No, and to me, you can't compare the two. But to me,
people are going to do it.
No, but to me, this is you say it to make sure that no matter what the front office is, T. Higgins did it, whatever. I think it's a situation where you say it so the team knows you're not effing around.
Yeah,
the team knows that.
Could be worse. He could be in his garage doing fucking dumbbell curls.
He could be He could be at his gated community with the paparazzi on one side and him doing presses with Rosenhaus freaking in the back doing interviews. But the way I see it is, It's totally different, Pat. Totally different. But I do think, and I'm not saying this just to piss him off, because we have talked about this off camera. I do think there's a bigger chance than Robbie does that Terry is not a Commander. I do think there is a chance that he does get traded. Is it a large? But also, I was wrong because I also last year was saying that T. Higgins was not going to be a Cincinnati Bengal and traded in Dynasty for Andre Ishavas all over the place. And now I got Ishavas shares that don't matter. So what I'm saying is I do think there's a chance that he could get traded. Is it likely? Probably not. It's probably like 25, 30, but I do think
it's giving Debo in his first contract. It's giving
T-Vibe.
Ayuk. It's giving Higgins. It's even a little bit of like how like Lamar handled his situation, except that was more so about like who his agent was. They didn't want his mom to be his agent.
Football's all about the guaranteed money. Like his contract can be whatever the fuck it wants. What's the guaranteed money breakdown?
Exactly.
Like guarantee him some big money in the first year, get it off the books, and then let the rest of the years kind of fall where they do. Make it into the signing bonus too.
Let me ask you this, Robbie, because I heard this too, and I don't know if this is what you're going to bring up. So maybe I should wait. Oh, you bring up, and then I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
I don't want to squash your thought about JP Finley.
So first off, I do want to shout out the homie JP Finlay. Actually, is properly pronounced.
Yeah.
Long time Washington sports reporter, beat writer. Like the dude is a legend, straight up. Jay Finlay from NBC Sports post: if the McLaurin camp wants to use the DK Metcalf deal as a comp, ignore the AAV and look at guarantees. DK got $60 million. This is Taco's point. DK got $60 million fully guaranteed at signing. Washington get there, 2 at $28 million, and convert money to guaranteed this year. Bang! Now everyone is happy.
Yeah,
I think that, and I honestly think that that's going to be the end approach, guys. I do also believe that a lot of this from the front office side, it's not just like the whole like business. There is the whole allure of holy shit, we're being talked about every single day, and that hasn't happened in 32 damn years. Let's keep this is fueling, this is building, this is we have seen so many organizations do this and utilize this to their advantage. And we also have to remember that this is one of the most highest worth franchises in the league. So this is also, to their standpoint, the oldest fucking trick in the marketing book to be able to just fuel extra headlines and revenue to sell tickets and now sell jerseys. Oh shit, he's re-signed. Oh, and now
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think that there is also a part of that. I think there's, because honestly, I see it going exactly like this. Right up until the earliest
week 3, week 2,
like middle of that last week, like middle to like right before the last week of free is it's happening during kickoff of the first game.
Twitter or something. It might not have been Twitter. Is
Chris Jones,
Jaden Daniels to speak up?
Not mine if he does, and I absolutely support it. I'm like, that's what you should do. I am also, having known, Terry, I am also, let that man handle his business. That is very much how he is. If it were, I'm trying to think of like a super like polarizing like diva like receiver. If it were like
CeeDee Lamb.
Okay, yeah. If it were CeeDee Lamb, that's different. T.O. was a big, I just made a T.O. joke. T.O. was a big, like, that's my quarterback. Like, personality types like that, look, Terry's an Indianapolis guy. If anything, he's more like Marvin Harrison. If anything, he's gonna play that humble style of ball. Like that's it's just who he is. So I'm fine with it either way. As far as Jaden Daniels, though, I am impressed with the fact that somebody lined up. I can't remember which player they said, but player lined up offsides and he kicked him out of the fucking huddle.
Yeah, they didn't say who. It was an offensive lineman, but Eckler was the one that said, Eckler was the one that gave him the props in the huddle.
Yo, he was like, yo, that's leadership right there. From one piece of trade news on to the next one. What are our thoughts on the Micah Parsons situation? Let me actually, really quick. Micah Parsons posted today, and I quote, "I no longer want to be here. I no longer want to be held to closed door negotiations without my agent present. I no longer want shots taken at me for getting injured while laying on the line for the organization, our fans, and my teammates. I have made a tough decision. I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. My trade request has been submitted. Stephen Jones, personally." Mike, what the fuck?
Do you have the quote? Do you have the quote or wasn't there a Jerry quote as well? Or am I wrong?
From the other day?
Or no, was there one day too? Or am I wrong?
I didn't see Jerry respond to that.
Okay.
That was posted today. That's from Micah today.
I'm just going off of that. So, in all reality, does that really shock you?
From Micah Parsons,
it shocks me that he's saying it. It shocks me that he's saying it. It doesn't shock me that shit's going on.
It doesn't shock me that it's going on. Like, we saw this with Dak, we saw this with CD. Like, they all had to fight to get their money. Zeke had to fight to get his money, and he was in his prime when he had to fight to get his money.
I hate to bring this up just because I know I've joked around about it. I'm not shocked at all. And I know I've joked around about it in a funny way, but let's be real here. The Cowboys are the new Raiders in the sense of, like I told you.
Oh, Al Davis.
I said back in the day that team would not do shit until Al Davis was gone. And I said it was until Al Davis was dead. Not because I didn't not that I was against Al Davis in that sense, but in the sense of Al Davis was too goddamn stubborn to give up control until he was gone. And now Jerry is the same freaking way. But the problem is, even though Mark Davis can be an idiot and wear bowl haircuts and put a bowl around his head and think it's cool, Jerry Jones might be more like his father than Mark Davis is like his. Because Mark Davis is at least hiring people to make decisions. Where I think Stephen Jones, the more it's looking, and the way the quote came out today that he gave it to Stephen, and it sounds like Stephen's part of the problem too. I think Stephen might just lead down his father's path, and we know
he's gonna do what he's been shown.
He's gonna do exactly what he's been shown, and I don't think he's gonna give up control. And that's honestly part of the reason that Deion Sanders and a lot of other people have not been the head coach of the Cowboys, is because you have to be the coach of the Cowboys, you have to be one thing, and that is a goddamn puppet.
Yes, man. You have to be a yes man 100%.
I think he does get traded. I don't think he gets traded because I think they're too freaking stubborn. Could he sit out? Possibly.
Micah's an emotional I have joked on Micah. Micah's an emotional person, though. Like, he does lead with his heart and wears his emotions on his sleeve. Taco, your thoughts on this? We're both NFC East guys. So,
I mean, did you hear what he said? He's spilling tea, bro. Are you supposed to be able to negotiate with your employees like that without his agent around?
it's allowed.
Make
You can make a deal without an agent being around. It's not ethical.
Yeah. And I think that he illustrates that in his statement. He's like, I'm tired of this. I am tired of this. Like, this is not okay. This is not what I signed up for. One second. Yeah. All right. But all right, that was a little emergency that got handled. But yeah, I mean, I just think it just shows how badly run the Cowboys are and how they're just an organization that will continuously lead into dysfunction. That you can have your best players who consistently, like he says, put it out there. You'll question their effort and their willingness. And if that happens too much, like, I don't give a fuck who you think you are. I don't need you. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you created a culture and a place where I'm putting my body on the line for someone that I deem to be a POS. Like, what?
Jerry
like,
Plantation. It has been referred to as that. It has been referred to. My dad, who is a Cowboys fan, he has said he's like Jerry runs it like it's a fucking plantation. He's like, and I hate it. And Taco, I want you to kind of lead off. It was kind of brought up about how like the situations are different. Do you think that it's kind of odd how the tone and the narrative with Terry from the public, everyone for the most part, I feel like people that are like, yeah, he's gonna go to another team are realistically just like, I've seen mostly like just like from a meme standpoint. I haven't seen anyone seriously be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna land Terry. Like, I haven't seen that. I've seen like even bullshit mock trades. Oh, we'll send QJ in a second rounder, for Terry, or like I've seen bullshit. We'll send Jacoby Myers and whatever. I've seen bullshit.
See, I think it would be different if Dan Snyder still owned the team.
Well, yeah,
I think that gives you a level of seriousness, and then you add the player that Terry is, that it creates a different perspective. Like, Jerry Jones is a clown. So then when you add in Parsons' emotional reactions and the way he is, that situation is much more combustible. Whereas now it's new ownership in Washington with Terry, who's a veteran figure who's been stable.
I've seen fans in our own division. I have seen Eagles fans be like, "Yeah, Washington, pay Terry." Like,
yep.
Like, I've seen literally full on fucking comments of like, "Yeah, we would take it," but no, like, all right, all jokes aside, like,
but it's like it's like someone else in the division, Saquon.
Yeah,
the Giants should have just fucking paid Saquon. That was stupid of them. But I was happy that they didn't, because he deserved to be free.
The tone with the Micah situation, it's like everyone's kind of like yeah, like we would take it, like everyone's like still right now, like kind of like, where the fuck would you end up, or like, how is this gonna? Mike even just said he's like, don't know if you like get a new destination, but I mean, you might have to like hold out. Like, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm a proponent of players getting paid, but for the mental health of Micah Parsons, you might have to hold out because you've already tried to give you've already told this team, you've gone on Twitter and you've been like, this is our year, this is our year, this is our year, and you get roasted.
No, I agree with you guys. You might have to hold out. But the reason, in my opinion, he's going to have to hold out isn't because, I mean, yes, I agree with his mental health and all that. But what I'm saying is, if you said there was one or two owners, say just two, because I mean, 1 out of 32 is a dice throw. Say you were to say, hey, there's 2 owners in the league that are going to do something stupid and not pay someone just to prove a point that they're the boss. One of them would be Jerry Jones. And that's why I don't think he's going to get traded. It's because Jerry's going to try to prove that you are not bigger than us, that you are part of us. And that's not the way it should be, because it's not going to make anyone else on the team happy. It's going to ruin other stuff with the team, and it's going to ruin your reputation as an owner even more. But here's the problem. He's the one person that would say, I don't give a shit.
And that's what's weird about this situation. Like, where with like the situation we discussed first, I feel like the ownership side will be like, oh, we cave, we give, because I think that there's more emotion in that, front office. Whereas like with this one, it is like the whole Jerry's Plantation thing, and it is like, I don't give a fuck. Hear me out.
Oh, Lord.
Could Washington in the very next couple of weeks, even couple of days, be like, Terry, here's your money, and be like, what do we have to do now to get this?
No.
If he's going anywhere, it's going to be AFC something. It won't be in the NFC, that's for sure.
I disagree with you, but in the sense of it's not going to be East, but there could be a chance, depending, that it could have been in NFC, but I'm not rolling NFC.
You know what I could see? You know what I could see Jerry doing? Listen here now, good old buddy. Since you don't want to be a good old boy now, Micah, take your ass over there now, over to Louisiana, and now go play for them Saints.
See, I don't think he'd want something that it could be
close. No, but what's the thing is, okay, let me ask you this. Let's get the team out of it.
Saints or Cleveland.
No, let's stop. Let's take the team completely out of it. Okay? It doesn't matter who the team is for what I'm about to bring up. Because it depends. The team will also depend on this. What is the compensation?
You got to unfucking load for Micah.
Let me ask you this. I know it's in division, but let's just take the in-division part out of it for a second. Let's take our bias from the Super Bowl champs out of it, okay?
Philly could make a push.
Someone said, what if you're Howie Roseman? You call them up and say, we'll give you our first-round pick and Nolan from last year.
You have to make that deal. That's a deal that you have to make.
If you're Jerry?
Shut up.
You're saying if you're Jerry, you have to take that deal?
Yeah, you have to.
But would you trade him? Would you trade him to anyone if it was a first straight up? Was that enough for Micah? Because in the NFL, players you don't get first round picks for players very often.
No, you don't. But for Micah,
so does a first do it? Is what I'm saying.
For Micah, a first at pretty much damn near any position, because Dallas, something is telling me that in the back of Jerry's mind, he knows that this team probably isn't fully fucking ready to go and like push this season. So I could see Jerry being like early on, being like, well, fuck it, let me get ahead of the game, because we got to remember that this is how fucking business tycoons think. Business tycoons think long game. They don't give a fuck about the short game.
Robbie, he waits a year and trades him for Mike Tomlin.
You said he waits a year?
And then trades him for Mike Tomlin.
I could see that. Trades him for I could fucking see that. I could so see that.
I'm just saying.
I
think Mike Tomlin gets traded this year.
I could see Mike Tomlin being traded. I don't think that Mike Tomlin gets just forced out of a job. Like
it's gonna be a Tony Dungy situation.
Yeah, that's exactly how I'm foreshadowing it.
I think he probably ends up retiring there because he has a great season this year and wins the division.
This was not. This was not. Yeah, this was not the division prediction episode.
Not next topic.
I'm trying to see here if now's a good time for us to get into halftime, because that allows me to like reset up my my streaming area because I'm off work. Let me just close all this shit.
Wow. ESPN The Ocho is showing pillow fighting championships.
Yo, that shit is vicious. Have you seen that?
The guy just did a cartwheel and hit the dude over the head.
Yeah, bro, that shit is wild.
This morning they had the bubblegum blowing competition of the world, or world championship bubble blowing. It was
SpongeBob with everyone's ass. SpongeBob with everyone's ass in that.
It was sponsored by Big Chew.
Oh
my gosh. All righty. Let's go ahead. Let's head into halftime. We will be right back on the other side with plenty of more action. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum boys and girls, what to do. Dilly dilly. We'll be right back. Next half of the show is going to be fun.
No pressure. Hey, come take a trip with me, little babe. Take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me, little babe. No pressure. Hey, take a trip with me, little babe. No liquor, we shopping when we land. ATL to MIA, come put your feet up in the sand. I almost gave up 1,000 times, I had to stick to the plan. Hey, fuck that, we finna figure this out. Why these niggas tryna box me out? Hey, rest in peace, the flipper. Yeah, you know I'm on the paper route. My third eye open for them niggas who tryna snake me out. I know these niggas watching, I'm driving home, I'm taking a different route. I'ma run that set so bad, I'ma make these niggas won't kill me now. Hey, they ain't picture me like this. VS on my neck and wrist. Hey, shout out to T Grizzly, you know we do this shit with no effort, bitch. Hey, you know it's no pressure word. I need me a no pressure, bitch. I beat a nigga ass like Rocky and Riri on my bucket list. Hey, I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money. If I don't, it's still gon' come to me. Lowe's in the living room, right now I don't want no company. Still with my day ones, how it started, like it's supposed to be. Trap a nigga, pull up serving bowls, bumping Jodeci. I pull up that, Reback out that. No crib, no pressure. Ain't no pressure, big business. Kill 'em all, leave no witness. Pursed in penis. And lil' bae, she fuck with the kid. She say that she gon' try it with my brothers with that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my
I want to play. I got some options. You know what? Fuck it. Just gonna roll.
I ain't pimp pal shit. See, I don't make moves to get rich tough and quick. And I can get nasty, but I'm usually what I can't rich rate. When I come around like Dominic, look this way. Right into my own shit, I swear I be doing the most shit. Give you hits like Tyson and giving you vibes like Bryson. Certain things in life be so expensive, but I buy them. Certain things in life be so enticing, but I can't try them. You looking for what you looking for, yeah, I'm the item. I'll hold you down forever, you my nigga, yeah, item. I'm coming for what you say, you hold, I'm all about it. Blinked up, turn a beat up, now we clouded. Feet up on heat up, red Jordan ones. Niggas needing shows, I'm clapping shit, man, I'm the chosen one. Neck wrist on freezer like magnet. On my Taka and Chris Brown, I can handle it.
Let me handle it, smoking like the candle lit. Any beat I study, break it down and then dismantle it. Competition challenge it, I'm dealing with some damages. Juggle lots of life, but now I'm learning how to manage it. I've been to the bottom of bottoms, I never been to the top. I pop some bottles with models, I see my friends getting shot. I sip and drown in my sorrows, I smoke a weed by the lot. I stand and post on the corner, you'll never look. I ball like a piston, you'll never play my position. You catching what I'm pitching, I'm switching, no contradiction. I'm fishing for opposition, no vision and optimism. I wish I was kinda different, but I know my mind is different. I see them bitches smiling, long as she happy. I'm on the beat violin with my nigga T Savvy. We go back in the day and bring the heat. Cali, you ain't got nothing to say. The nigga be silent. Hey buddy, don't say shit. Everybody cap, changing faces like a facelift. They think they all that. Trust me, bitch, you just basic. In 20 years, you'll be looking back, wishing to erase it.
And I'm too savvy, I'ma get it to the end of my days. And I'll be only blowing smoke if it's that Jenny A. You say you always keep a 9, but niggas, I always keep an 8. Niggas straight in my face with that cap, it's okay. Niggas stay with a fresh cut, need it, no way. I can't take these niggas serious like all the brothers Wayans. I just be adding up experience, why I'm I'm changing up my wins. And I got my own condo, so I just changed it how it's laid.
And me, I'm never changing lanes. I got a better way to demonstrate and elevate the game. I keep a level-headed saying I told the devil pave the way. If ever I see there's a day, I'll disappear like David Blaine. I never had it from magic, I had to grab it from tragic. Sometimes I wish like Aladdin, get thrown the pits with the dragons. Imagine living in lavish, I wanna get it, I have it. I remember shit in the trash cans, in the trenches in Afghan. But I made it back to the States, made it back to being black, and now they laugh in my face. With all that's happening, it's so hard to say this place is so great. So on the track, I found my faith and put my faith in the tape. Yeah.
Savvy, Richard Ray, and that's it. Oh yeah, Young Savvy lifestyle.
At work. Somebody's close.
Urban Laws, LAW.
I thought you were bringing out like the ballers on the Sunkiss. That was so anticlimactic. What the fuck?
I can't bring it. I couldn't bring it on the plane.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't check bags.
Yo, hey, I piss excellence, I shit superiority, and my nuts are made of diamonds. Let's go.
Since we're waiting for him, I got a 45-second rant that I think you'll be proud of.
Okay.
You're either going to really agree with me or disagree with me.
What?
It's not sports related. The Denver airport can go to hell and not ever go back.
Hey, that airport's fucking haunted.
Yes, but that place sucks. The TSA line was so long, and then somebody said that they think there's a conspiracy on why they make it, because there were things that should have been open but it weren't. I guess when they did the remodel,
yeah. Did you see Lucifer? Did you see Lucifer?
No, but then when they did the remodel, you know that organization Clear that does like the background stuff? They were like 40% of the investment to redo the remodel.
Yeah.
So they think that they literally have the line long because they do so people will do the 2-week trial for Clear.
Yeah, and forget they fucking have it and then get charged for it. Yeah, that's exactly
$200 a year.
Yeah. No, dude, no, for real. Like there's like secret tunnels underneath that fucking.
Yeah, I heard about it.
There's like, yeah. Did you see the blue Bronco outside, the blue statue? Lucifer?
Yeah, I wanted to go out and piss on it.
No, don't fuck with that. No, because the horse has. Yeah,
that's why I want to do it. That's why I want to do it.
Yeah, look. You know that episode of Family Guy where they slide the fucking color card? I'm not messing with no spirits, bro. I'm not messing with none of that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Realize
when you're watching a game, right? You know, some games you watch, you can see where they're at. You can see whatever. It was to town and to the freeway. I thought it was
basically we don't have to wait. I'm trying to see what I want to talk. What are your thoughts first? Like, is it going to change? Is it not?
Thoughts I had last time. They're going to ruin it. I think it'll be okay at first. I think they're going to ruin it in price. I think they're going to try to make it standalone, and that's what's going to screw people over. And I know Taco last week brought up the fact of like monopolization, and they did say that it was going to have to go through some stuff. So I've seen that it could start this year, but they said there's a 20% chance that it can't start till 26. I hope that's the case. But overall, let's be real. We knew eventually, because they even said that like NFL Network has been trying to sell off some assets for a bit. And it doesn't surprise me, but it's just, I am more curious isn't the word. I want to see what they do to it. And until I see that, I don't think I can have 100% opinion, but I'm not optimistic.
I saw a take today that we've all been pretty much harmed and traumatized by the constant sports debate show after sports debate show after sports debate show format that they had for honestly entirely too long. That's probably why we're coming into this with such like a negative perception. Taco, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think when you hear that there's talks of equity possibly being involved for the NFL getting equity in ESPN, I mean, I think that NFL has basically said we're all in with ESPN. I mean, what does that mean for everyone else? Like, how does the future of, let's just say, the Super Bowl, how does that look? If now ESPN has some exclusivity and they have some equity, does now that stop rotating and now just go exclusively to the House of Mouse? Which, let's be honest, their pre and post games have always been meh. They've shown that they don't have the chops to do a lot of these things, and they just
I'm wondering
buy everything. So what happens when they buy it and they get their hands on it?
I'm wondering if, to your standpoint, that if I'm ESPN, I'm looking at my greatest success currently right now, which is the Pat McAfee show. And I'm saying, well, Pat's not in rights. Okay, let me maintain it, games.
How it's ran.
But in regards to Red Zone, of, hey, you're a Disney Plus subscriber already. You already get it. Or, okay, maybe, you're an ESPN Plus or a Disney Plus subscriber. Maybe now Red Zone's included, but your bill goes up $2.
Hulu Plus. So I have Hulu Plus with the live package, and Hulu, I already looked. They're saying that as of now, they're being told that it could be a small, like you said, small increase, but that should be included. They're trying to get the people from cable. They're trying to get the people, the leftovers, and the people that don't have anything is what they're trying to pull. And ESPN is starting their own $29 package to get all ESPN Plus, all ESPN, whatever. They're going to include that in it. So that's going to be their.
Yeah, I think I like it from that standpoint. All of the bullshit clickbait posts about would you watch Red Zone if it was Stephen A? Fuck no. None of us are going to watch Red Zone if it's Stephen A.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I forgot about. When we were talking about when everyone was up in the roar about this, Scott Hansen just signed his new contract, and these discussions were involved before Scott Hansen signed on the dotted line. And I don't think Scott would have signed if he knew like he was going to be there's got to.
Yeah, I think it still stays commercial free. I still think
that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I still do think that it stays commercial free. I think that ESPN is smart enough to not fuck with it too much, which is where if the whole 2026 thing is plausible, I think that ESPN is saying, yeah, we'll wait till 2026 to utilize this year for R&D based off of public perception. And then based off of that, we'll decide, okay, yeah, we're keeping it this way. We're going to increase bills mathematically in this manner. And I think that those are the minute details that need to be worked out. But I think that it's already been worked out that, yes, Hansen's going to be the guy. I think that commercial free is going to stay the same.
So where I think you're wrong, I don't think you're going to be completely right on after, like if they do the year, fine. But what I think they're going to settle on, if they do the commercials, and the only way I would be okay with the commercials.
Jailbreaking a Fire Stick won't get you out of the commercials.
Yeah. This is where the one thing that I'm not worried, the one thing that I would be okay with, right, Robbie? I understand we would miss a little bit. But I would be okay if they ran the commercials in the main where most of the picture.
Now we're going to the Octobox brought to you by Subway. I only said Subway because of Happy Gilmore.
But I think it would. But I do think that would happen too. Is that you could sell the Octobox, or you could say, "Hey, here's a here's an Octobox, but there's only 7 games, and the 8th window is a commercial.
You can
I don't know. I don't
also do live ad reads overlay. That's European games. The 4 o'clock hours, like 3 games. they're easily able to work in like promo reads or like little things. I think that's gonna be like if they do it like that to introduce like ads where it's like maybe you have someone representing a product show up and like call a touchdown or something like that, or just like now instead of before where it's like there was like 2 segments that they highlighted, you have like 5 different segments where it's like one for each half of football. So the first half of the first game, second half of the first game, you know what I mean? Just do more things where you kind of like create like how on the radio for baseball. Here's the 7th inning stretch presented by Benzoil. Here goes the humanity for hunger, first K of the day. All these little layups that hey, there's going to be a touchdown. Here's the Toyota first touchdown of the day. Like I think that's going to be the hopeful way that they go. They go more like radio, go more like old school.
Well, I mean, essentially, what we're all doing right now. I mean, that we're the new school radio. I mean, no one's like streamers are it. So like, I think it's gonna be we're gonna do what streamers are doing. We're gonna do what YouTubers are doing, and it's gonna be ad reads.
Yeah, I mean that's just old from radio.
I'm gonna read the next topic, and then I'm just gonna go and like walk and unlock the door really quick.
Yep. I'll go first. Or do you want to go first, Tucker?
No, just walk in, baby. Let's see here. So let me get you guys' reaction to Cam Ward's Madden rating. We don't have to go into like a full-on like Madden rating conversation about like everyone that everyone's Madden ratings that have dropped.
I don't even know it.
But the Cam Ward Madden rating is pretty funny. He has the lowest Madden rating for a number 1 overall pick in the history of the game. The only person that had one lower was Jamarcus Russell. So EA has an outlook on Cam Ward. And then also thoughts on his remarks in training camp about the team being mid.
Okay.
One of you guys can go first.
I'm going to go, but Taco, you're more. I know you have more kids now and whatever, but you're more of the Madden person than I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to talk about Madden a little bit, but I'm going to go on the other one for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because his comments about the team being mid, I absolutely love those comments about the team being mid, because that shows that he wants to win. That shows that he is a competitor and he is truthful about the team. He's not going to sit there and sugarcoat it just because he was the number 1 pick. If he thinks his team's mid, he's going to say it like it is. He's going to try to prove people wrong. He's going to try to improve this goddamn team. And he's going to do everything. I think he's going to try to do everything in his power to do what's right to succeed for this team. So I love the fact that he called his team mid, because we know it's the truth, and he's trying to be a leader by picking this team up and trying to lead. He's not just going to sit there and be like, oh, I can't say it because I'm a rookie. He's like, I'm the number 1 pick. I'm the starting quarterback. I need to step up. I need to be the voice of this team. And I think that's what he's doing. And I love it. With the Madden thing, I really don't care in the sense that it's going to change. They always change. And him being a rookie and him being the number 1 pick, we all have said, if he was in last year's class, he wouldn't have been number 1. He probably would have been the last one of those first-round people. He would have been after Penix. He probably would have been after JJ. He wouldn't even been in the top 5 or 6 quarterbacks last year. It was a weaker class, so I have no problem. And yes, Jamie, we all know that you have Dart over Ward. I've been hearing this all offseason. But my point is, yes, I get it on the Madden thing. And I absolutely love him saying mid because I think that puts a chip on his shoulder and it's going to make him want to succeed even more. Taco.
So
I'm looking up the Madden ratings.
I'll first touch
Cam
on
Ward
your
is hold on.
71.
Cam Ward is a 72 overall in Madden.
Okay.
I'm trying to find what Jamarcus Russell was. I think Jamarcus Russell was like a.
I think that's a hard comparison because they changed what their ranking criteria is so much. I think a better comparison.
It's their rookie. It's based off their rookie. It's their rookie ratings.
No, I understand the rookie ratings, but the ratings look different each year. A better comparison is like what is Shador ranked? What is Dart ranked? How much higher do they have those guys over him? And then like relative speaking, like where's guys like Geno and where's guys like Mahomes, just to get relevance. Like, okay, Mahomes is a 99, he's a 71. Okay, maybe. Like Geno is a 78, 82. Like, where do you have like? Because then you could really kind of tell. Like, if Geno's like low as shit, then it's like, is it really that far off?
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
Because I think I remember Shador Sanders was like a 67.
60,
it was like 4.
Yes, he's a 6'7". He's 6'7", 6'7".
If there's only 4 points between Shador and Cam Ward, I do raise a couple of red flags there.
But
I do say that
stat is like is higher as well. Like it's so here's where the media kind of.
But like, again, running backs are different than quarterbacks. Like where's Dart? What's Dart's rating? Like if they have Dart as like the same rating as him, then I really do have a problem with that.
Why?
Because there's no way that I think that nobody here would say that Jackson Dart coming into right now, not saying what his potential is, right now is a better prospect or quarterback than Dart, because I know the Giants would immediately take Cam Ward if he was there.
Dart's is 68.
Yeah,
I would honestly, I would
be a little
probably
bit
take
higher.
Dart over Ward right now, and that's just me keeping it real. Yeah, Dart's an RPO merchant, and if we ain't running RPOs.
All right, no, because Jamie mentioned it, I looked it up. Mac Jones is a 69.
Kinky,
like, you know what I mean? Cam
Mac and Cheese
Ward,
Jones
2 points higher. That's just a little weird to me. But like, okay. Like I don't go nuts over it because they adjust in season.
Jamie, you're a Cleveland Browns fan. You don't get to bitch, whine, moan, or complain about your quarterback. Especially
No, yes, he does because
no,
yes, he does.
No, hold on. Hear me out. I didn't even want to fucking bring this up, but I am going to bring this up. The whole and then I'll go back to Cam Ward. The whole like Haslam's comments, and I get that, like it wasn't meant in like that context, but like just the fact of even saying it.
Yeah, I know.
If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you should be. For those that have seen Endgame, the scene where Doctor Strange is looking at all the ranges of outcomes. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you haven't won shit since the 1960s. Do you want to know what was relevant during the 1960s? Motherfuckers was still sitting in the back of the bus. All right. Like, that's how long ago that your team and the words championship were synonymous. You need to be, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan right now, you need to be praying for the very much Washington outcome, the very much Seattle Seahawks outcome, where it's like, oh shit, we drafted both of you. The person that we drafted higher fizzled out and is probably going to continue to fizzle out. It's not looking good right now for Dylan Gabriel. Like, it's not even looking like project quarterback good right now for Dillon Gabriel. Flacco isn't going to last forever. Kenny Pickett doesn't have the ability to stay healthy, regardless of what fucking jersey colors he puts on. He's like, my dad's sperm wasn't even relevant in the 1960s. There you go. So if in the weird fucking crazy range of outcomes possibility, I'll tell you exactly what Cleveland's going to do, because Cleveland's going to do exactly what Washington did. You're going to go out there. You're going to play Flacco for a little bit. The difference is how many fucking quarterbacks you have. You play Flacco for a little bit. Flacco will fizzle out. You'll be like, all right, let's play one of the rookies. You're not going to keep all these quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett's the odd man out. He's the one that's fucking gone. You're going to remain with the two. If you're smart, you're going to remain with the two young guns. You'll play both of them. You'll probably lose games with Gabriel. He maybe goes one, maybe wins one game in like his couple of starts. You'll get frustrated with that. You'll get to the end of the season. You'll say, fuck it, let's try Shador. Shador gets you guys spinning, or even if it's sooner in the season, Shador gets you spinning. Maybe you're still losing games, but you're not losing games as bad. Or maybe you start fucking suddenly winning games, and it's like, well, now you're stuck, and now you're fucked. And then now you just got to hope for the way that you treated Shador at the beginning of his career, that if he does fucking pan out and becomes an option, now you got to pray for the range of outcomes that when it's time for his contract negotiation, that he even wants to be there. Because if he proves his worth and actually proves what his draft stock could have, should have been, you're fucked. So Browns, you guys fucked yourselves no matter which way this thing comes out. It's pretty much Dillon Gabriel has to work out, or else you start getting Sanders' chance. That ends up bad. We already know how it goes when fans start chanting for a backup quarterback. That situation never fucking ends well. Trust me, I know. I've been there. And then if, the backup ends up becoming successful, you better hope that it's a Brock Purdy situation where he's like, I'm just happy to be here. But if Shador actually fucking can live to his possibilities, I could see Shador, because this is the NIL generation, I could see him being the first rookie quarterback being like, I don't want to be here anymore. And Cleveland being like, well, why not? Because of how you treated me. Because you did basically collude against me to fucking make sure I don't get drafted. You and all 32 other teams. Well, now I'm just going to go to, instead of holding a grudge against everyone, I'm just going to now take whatever and go wherever. I do think that this NIL generation is going to, we're lucky we're getting with Micah. We're lucky we're getting what we're getting with Terry. The universe works in very fucked up, weird ways.
Well, I mean, you also see it. Like, the owners show that they ain't shit. They're nothing but
the owners ain't shit.
Ain't nothing but users and abusers. So, you know what I mean? Let me get my NIL. Let me get, although you see Trump trying to like change that shit out.
And Jamie, if you guys do that, I see that as another possibility as well. If you guys do that, the fans need to, y'all remember when the Browns fans threw all the bottles on the fucking field during the Jacksonville game back in the 90s? Yeah. The Browns fans need to riot. The Browns fans on fire.
They want Deshaun Watson back. They just want a clear path for him.
No, Jamie will tell you that's not true.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little rub and tug.
Okay.
That was a wild joke. That was a wild joke.
Put this man in mute. Next topic.
That would be Shannon Sharp. Really quick, I just want to get my take on Cam Ward. With the Cam Ward situation, the Madden rating doesn't mean anything because, like Taco said, yeah, they change it. I think that it is kind of comical in the essence of you go back pre-draft about how close that those talks were between, those two that I just mentioned. And I still believe in all honesty, I don't think that Cam Ward is going to. He's not going to give us a CJ Stroud leap. It's not going to be a fucking Jaden Daniels leap. I think it very much looks like a normal first round overall pick that got drafted to a sucky team. There's not a culture shift happening in Tennessee. There's not this overwhelming of like new things that are happening. Like, Houston had that, they had gone through like the Deshaun Watson era and like da-da-da-da-da-da. Like it was time for a new changing of the guard and like make fans forget about that. Like Tennessee doesn't have that right now. And it doesn't seem like they're eager in the Callahan era to get that done. Cam Ward, you're right. Your team is very mid. But the way that your organization is operating right now, they don't really need to hear that they're mid. They need more votes of confidence. They need a lot of encouragement. A lot of encouragement because God damn, y'all are going to suck. Like, y'all are going to suck. Tennessee will be drafting.
See, I disagree
top
with you.
five next year.
I think he's using it as a to get them motivated.
I think he's trying to do it as that. But when you already know that you suck, you don't need to hear that you suck even more.
Yeah, but I think he's trying to just be. I think he's trying to come in and be like, "You drafted me as the number one pick. You drafted me to lead this team. This is how I'm going to do it, and let's go."
Okay.
Am I saying it's going to work? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's his mentality.
Something needs to kick Tennessee into high gear because they ain't been shit since Air McNair. Actually, okay, I'm sorry. The Vrabel days were great. The Vrabel days were iconic.
It's not that big of a. Let's be real. Because they are a ways away, it's not a big deal if they end up as another top 5, top 10 pick and get another piece. That's not a big deal in my opinion because they're further. Just like in Dynasty, there's times depending on your team, I'd rather have a top 5 than the number 15.
No, I agree. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
That's my point right there. Right there, Leafs. Right there, Leafs. If you could pull off Caleb Downs with Cam Ward back to back, have an anchor for that team on the defense, have the Cam Ward, that would be primo.
That Tennessee defense is fucking ass.
You have Caleb Downs.
Would that be better than what the Giants did this year? I said, would that be better than what the Giants did this year in the first round?
No. You guys have one hell of a fucking pass rush. You guys have one hell of a pass. Now, the only problem with that is will the fucking offense be able to get the defense a break? But you guys have the pass rush. But offense, don't do it for look. I have nothing nice to say about the New York Giants, but offense, for the sake of health reasons, give those guys a fucking break. Everyone deserves a little bit of air. You can't win football games if the part of the team that their job isn't necessarily really to score the points is always out there. You're defeating the fucking purpose. You're working against yourself. Let's go ahead and we venture off into the final conversation of the night. We are going to rate SFB teams.
Taco's got to remember the scoring because it does matter.
Yeah, but Taco also isn't in SFB, so yeah, luckily he just has to kind of go through ours.
That's what I'm saying. He just needs to know the.
Although, for the record, I was the highest ranked Rumboy last year.
Yeah, which is asinine that you didn't sign up the next year. Just pay attention.
I was in the top 50.
No, this year was too busy. I would be pissed at myself if I came back and I made the playoffs every year. 2, I want to win that thing, so I got to keep my record shiny.
Jamie, if you send me a DM and on Facebook, and then I'll look at it. Mike, let's go ahead. Let's do yours really quick.
Okay. So you'll see. Actually, I think
I can share my screen.
But I think me and Jamie have a few of the same picks up top, so it's fine. Barkley, JT, Kamara, Walker, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Evan Ingram, Pittman, Etienne, T-Law, Stafford, Shug, Roshan. And then I went super heavy on tight ends because of the scoring. Brenton Strange, Chig, Jawan Johnson, Ben Sinnott, and then I went Josh Palmer late, and your boy Krosky Merritt.
Who are your first 4 again?
I love that Krosky Merritt pick.
That was my last pick of the draft. My first 4 were Barkley, JT, Walker, and Kamara, and then Walker, and then I went Devontae, Metcalf, Ingram, Etienne, Pittman.
You fucking 8, bro. You fucking 8.
Jamie with his Roshan bias.
I know. Well, he's got a couple. He did some of the top
Let
picks.
it go. Let it go.
She knows. You know how
It ain't shit anymore.
Hey, I still think I drafted Doug Martin last year. I'm joking. But I'm just showing. That shows you how I had a bias with him too.
Was that from Tampa Bay?
No.
Where was Doug Martin?
He's
Doug
joking.
Martin?
Oh,
Yeah.
Arizona.
No,
Arizona.
Tampa, the Raiders.
He's joking.
Oh, he
he's
was
joking. Taco, stop it. Oh my
No,
god.
he's not joking.
I said Tampa first. Then you said no. I was like, wait, what?
All right. So here's my team. Here's what I did.
You had the what? 1 spot?
Yep, I picked from the 1. Where did you pick from?
4.
4. I'll give yours. I like the running back heavy. I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B.
I don't know. Those first 4 are kind of fucking heavy. And then
Here's where I went. I went.
Oh,
These are not in draft order, so
No, they're
I'm
not.
sorry. I'm just going to show you the team because I don't have time for all that shit. Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, Sam Laporta, Joe Mixon, David Montgomery, Jordan Addison. He has God and win in his name, Chris Godwin. Darnell to the moon, Mooney.
Oh, he's got the
Joe
Bros.
Burrow with the stack to go with Chase. Jordan Love.
And Bryce.
My bench. Bryce Young. Ray Davis. Braylon Allen. Devin Neal. Justice Hill. Jalen Noel. Jalen Lane. Hollywood Brown. Tutu Atwell. Alec Pierce. Tyler Conklin. I absolutely loved my fucking draft. I loved my fucking draft.
I mean, if you had to tell me, like, pick one of the 2 teams, I would take Mike's team.
Really?
Because I do like a more running back heavy approach. I'm a little worried about Mixon, as we had mentioned earlier, with Chubb. I think
he didn't know when that
pushing
happened.
up. Yes,
yeah, when that
obviously.
happened, yeah, that wasn't.
But like we can't like grade in a vacuum now with which team you would rather have, not what draft. I'm not loving the wide. Go back up to your Terry and who else?
So
You gotta remember, it doesn't matter what position.
I have 2 top. My first two are 2 top 5 receivers.
I get it. Those first, the 3 after, like, okay, Terry, Laporta, Mixon, and Addison, I have cause to pause. And then Godwin, he's solid. Mooney could be good. But to me, I just, again, Laporta, he could bounce back, but there's a wide range of outcomes with Laporta. I'm pretty sure Mike got Ingram for
my whole entire starting lineup is all top 24.
Okay, you made one comment that I cannot. You made a comment that I can't let you slide on.
What?
My whole entire starting lineup.
No, Robbie, you made a comment that I can't let you slide on.
What?
You said Terry McLaurin's a top 5 wide receiver.
He's going to be top 5 this year.
That's
especially when he
projecting.
resigns.
That's my like. Yeah, well, that's definitely projecting. Like I just like I'm not in love with Laporta if he was my 3rd pick.
For a 1 pick, so I'm gonna be honest. For a 1 pick, outside of that first pick, none of these players should have been here. Like none of these players should have been here. Especially based off of the mock that we did the night before.
I don't love Addison this year.
You're insane. You're insane.
I mean,
For me to just pocket him for the first 3 games.
See, I think that the difference that I would make, and I think Mike did it. And
When did you know when you got Terry? Do you know when you got Terry? When did you?
I reached for Terry. I reached for Terry.
In
Terry
mine,
was done because Jaden had already went. Jaden went stupid early.
In
you
mine,
went hard to the stack.
No, in mine, McLaurin went 602.
McLaurin went 602 in yours.
Like I don't.
That did not happen in any of ours.
I don't.
602.
I don't think Terry. Is Terry a wide receiver 2? Is Terry a wide receiver 2 this year?
Laporta went 410.
Oh yeah, Terry. If you can have Terry as your second, so depending on how your roster's being built, Terry's either 100% for sure going to be your second receiver, or 100% going to be, if you're going running back, you're stuck with him as your first at best. In most scenarios, Terry's not making it out of the 3rd round. I think the lowest that I saw, well, aside from Mike saying in SFV, he saw a 6. Terry was going like he was gone. I went out of everyone in all of my drafts, I went the highest, obviously, because we had an intent. It was, we're going to go home with either Jaden or Terry. We wore the jerseys. It was a whole thing. We did it all for TikTok. Yada, 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 yada. Y'all know that fucking half the story. But yeah, Terry was going like 2nd, 3rd round in all of the Denver drafts.
Let me see this real quick. Hold on. I'm on that website. Hold on. Terry McLaurin. So he was drafted, obviously, okay. The earliest he was taken was 211. The latest he was taken was 611, and his ADP was 51 overall. So his overall ADP was in the 4th round.
I also knew that he wasn't going to get back to me, and like we had like pictures and shit planned that we were going to be doing. So like I was grabbing Terry in the 2nd round. I was like, he's not going to make it back to me, especially because like, yeah. As soon as everyone in like the whole room knew what our plan was, like I was like, no, we're making sure we get our guy. And plus he's been on like every single SFB team that I've had. So I'm keeping that tradition going. I've always had him. I've always had Jamar Chase.
The latest
I've always had both those two together.
The latest that Laporta was taken was 703.
I don't remember when I took Laporta. I took tight end really late. Really, really late.
Hold on.
Well, it might have not been that late. I want to say like maybe 5th round. I think I took him like the 5th.
Yeah.
I was the earliest on Terry, but for some reason the report says 211. I was the earliest. I was the earliest. No. 2nd. Yeah, when it sweeps back around. Yeah, so I probably would have been the earliest.
Which division are you in?
The Broncos. Yeah, I'm the earliest one that took him.
In all of SFB?
So it aggregates to all the numbers together.
Your 2nd pick was Joe Burrow, right?
No. Joe Burrow was third, fourth. No.
Chase, hey, I got it. Hold on.
It was Chase McLaurin.
Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin. Then the third round reversal. Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Sam Laporta, David Montgomery, Jordan Love, Chris Godwin, Ray Davis, Jordan Addison, Goddard, Mooney, Allen, Young, Hollywood, Neal, Noel, Hill, Wayne, Homer Pick, Pierce, Conklin, Atwell.
Neal was the only auto draft.
I like some of those bench running backs between Allen and Davis. I think one might end up playing themselves into relevance.
What the fuck? Why did my computer just do that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Shit, I love my fucking team. I love my team. And I really, really love my bench because when injuries start taking place, I have everyone's second go-to or either, whatever the case may be.
Jamie, somebody took McLaurin one pick in front of Robbie. So someone took him at 211. Robbie took him at 212.
Yeah, okay, so 211 is the highest. I thought I was the highest.
No, someone took him at 211.
But shit. Other than that, that is tonight's show. Oh shit. Fucking A. Shush. Other than that, that is tonight's show. I fucking love my team. I love my team. My team's gonna fucking lay dong this season.
So am mine.
Oh wait.
Did you send it to Robbie, Jamie? Actually, no. I'll get it.
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Jamie went Saquon, JT, Alvin, Chuba, T. Higgins, Kelsey, Ingram, Calvin Ridley, Juwan Jennings, Cam Ward, Cooper Kupp, Geno, Hunter Henry, Brenton Strange, Roshan, obviously, Tyler Saul, Theo Johnson, Will Shipley, Tyler Conklin, Deontay Thornton, Spencer Rattler, and Michael Mayer.
Read the top again one more time.
I like the first four picks where he went all.
He basically had three like me, but then he also had Chuba. So where I had Walker, he had Chuba.
Yeah,
his team sounds pretty solid.
I like the running back selection. I feel like I would have probably gone a little bit more balanced.
And he was at the 7 spot.
I feel like he could have gotten more at the 7. Because just when I look at the 7s from the Denver draft, they look drastically different than this.
I actually agree with what Jamie said. He said, I like my first 10, but then it fell off.
Did you get drunk?
It wasn't a live draft, so he was probably just being himself.
Or either like at work. Like it's hard to pick like if you're like literally like on the clock.
Yep, I've done that.
Being
on the clock.
Yeah. I really like.
I understand him taking Rattler with taking.
I like the first 7. I'm just not a fan of Cam Ward, and I feel like that's pretty. That was way too high for Cam Ward. Because you don't need to necessarily play a QB. But I still like, if I'm going to at least roster one, I want the stability. I don't want to run into a situation where like, oh shit, I need one, and then I don't have a good one, like a stable, reliable one. I feel like Geno, out of his quarterbacks, like whenever he chooses to play quarterback, will probably be the most reliable option. And out of that grouping will be the most consistent. The only receivers that I like out of that group are T. Higgins. I mean, I like Juwan Jennings obviously as kind of like a like a mid tier option. I'm loving the tight ends. Early the Travis Kelce and Evan Ingram. Jacksonville doesn't target the tight end enough for me to be impressed with Brenton Strange. Hunter Henry's going to eat irregardless. I like Conklin, but like I said earlier in the show when I was breaking down the Hall of Fame game, Will Dissly shows me that there is going to be jumbo sets. There's going to be 2 tight end sets. Michael Mayer's not going to see the light of fucking day in Oakland or Las Vegas. It's really just the running backs for me that I love.
Yep.
I mean, he has Jennings, Cup. Who else? Every wide receiver. Like he got some good value.
Deontay, he has Higgins, Ridley, Jennings, Cup, and Deontay Thornton.
I think that Ridley, Jennings, and could be really like interesting sleepers. They might end up being the number ones. Well, Ridley definitely is number one, but Jennings could be the number one on his team.
I mean, Ridley's number one on his team, but how efficient that's going to be for you. Go check out the take that I dropped about Ridley in the Perfect Fantasy Football Draft episodes that I dropped. Yeah, Mayer will probably end up, like being waiver wire. Thornton, you just gotta wait to see how that plays out. You can keep saying he's 6'5" and runs a 4.3 all you want. It's about ball distribution and target market share. You can have all of the athletic abilities in the world and still not get the target market share. Just because you think that a player may deserve target market share X, that does not mean that that's going to happen. I was high on Javon Baker. How did that fucking pan out?
I was high on Jerry Jeudy. I had to wait till Winston came in.
You could have used like any you couldn't dig deeper. You couldn't dig deeper. I was high on Jerry Jeudy. Like,
well, I mean, he's a Browns fan. I've been notoriously high on Jeudy last couple of years. Been clowned on overdrafting him. So, I mean, if you watch the show, it's a funny joke.
I mean, I guess it's on par. I mean, I have no problem being high on Baker. There's you're probably talking about Javon Baker. My fault. I thought you were talking about Baker Mayfield for like 2 seconds. I was like, yeah, be high on Baker Mayfield. Other than that, go get a copy of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network Draft Guide. Jamie's got like a piece in there. I'm probably going to be going through some of his stuff, seeing what else we may add in there. Taco's got a piece in there. Mike has his graphics in there. And then I have so much in there. So there's no point in me talking about all the different things that I have going on in there. So definitely go and get the Rumboyz Fantasy Network Draft Guide. If you're a YouTube member, if you're a member of our channel, you automatically get it for free. If you're just trying to check out like the first issue, $10 Cashapp, you might as well just get the $6.99 membership, and then like if you don't like, you cancel the fucking membership. Or if you like the other benefits of the membership, then you just keep the other benefits of the membership. 2 exclusive pods, discounts on merch, exclusive emojis, all types of shit. We holding it down. Fellas, anything else you want to add?
Nope, it was a good show, and preseason will start kicking it off next week, and I am a sexy beast, and it's time to have a good weekend for everybody. It is Friday.
Yeah, I want to go get drunk.
I just need to go eat and just chill. The wife is watching Morgan Wallen right now, so I need to chill.
Hey, Morgan Wallen's a damn good concert. Taco, anything?
Nah, I'm solid. I think this week we're gonna start doing some more videos. We've been slowly putting some shit out there, but it's about to start kicking up. It's what are we looking at? 30 days until the official draft day. Last Sunday in the calendar before season starts. Season starts the 4th. So what is it? 31st is National Draft Day this year. For the real drafters, not the people that draft 1 week before that. Shit's fucking nuts.
For those of us out here that are drafting 24/7.
Yeah, I'm already. I'm on the clock right now.
I don't like drafting money for that. I don't like drafting.
I got a draft that
for the
starts
real
on Monday.
DJs, not
I got
this
a
damn
draft.
casual.
I got a draft that starts on Monday.
For money? I don't play football for money. I don't play for just for shits and giggles. I don't play for money unless it's SFP. Y'all play money leagues?
Bro, I play for money. I play for charity. I also
Warrior Bowl starts on Monday.
I also teach.
Charity's still money.
Warrior Bowl starts on Monday.
Like, yeah, like I also teach people fantasy. Like, you know, so for people that are like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. How do I do this? I have entry leagues, like entry level leagues. Like,
I steal people's money from work.
That I like.
There's so much. It must be nice to be able to be mad casual.
Yeah.
Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what to do. Dilly dilly. We are out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And we will catch you guys next week. We outie.